Good morning, good morning. I have one done today. Got to skill and got to skill all the time. But good afternoon. I'm sorry. Happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day. I'm sorry we got rain on Labor Day. I hope no one was outside barbecue. Uh, so speech across the nation. Mr. President being in administration, made great progress in economically keeping a good number. And the number is way better than it was last year. So he also helped, all across the nation who are diabetic. The cost of prescription, insulin is down to $35, which is great. But we still have work to be done. We need a program, for fixed income, for healthcare and Medicaid. And they need a plan that will work for the income. They don't need nothing too expensive. Especially down a fixed income. And all citizens, across the nation, I request that 65 years old on up, should not be paying for prescription, for medicine. The Medicaid should be paying for it, because they already, on a fixed income. I request that Social Security do not get cut, because when they retire, that's the only income they're looking forward to. Also introduce the flex card, to all the age of 62 on up, will be eligible if they're eligible for it. They'll be a great help for them also. You know, um, and finance. I'll tell you what, finance is real tight. So we have to move on a budget. You know, we would love to help everyone across the nation. You know, but right now, we have to take it slowly. Bookkeeping. The limit on spending on a budget. You know, the age of Democrat and Republican, is in seat right now. So the Democrat, they probably strive, for equalty of opportunity for all Americans, regardless of their sex, their age, sexual or gender identity, religion. Many support affirmative action program to further this goal. And this is what the Democrat is supposed to do. And we see that the Democrat has speak on gender identity many times. You know, we heard President Bennett say they have their back, and they supported affirmative action program. We heard them spoke on that. The Republican, they're supposed to reduce the taxes, as mean as stimulate the economic and advance, individual economic freedom. And they generally supposed to support conservative social policy. You know, so we see we see it's hard for us to get any kind of policy out of there. So we see Republicans don't support on social policy. We are fighting on gun violence. We had one fighting on gun violence. They told him to be silenced. So we are fighting on gun violence. Under common sense law, there need a policy to be done. Republican is trying to move Miss Willis, out of power from her position as a judge on Trump case. Also in Alabama and Mississippi, Republican is moving black judges out of power. And they also moving African American out of the district. And when you're not in your district, you cannot vote. You have to be in a district to vote, and we need everyone to vote. You know, Voting is for any race, any female, disability. It's for all to vote. And we can't have them knocked out of the district and they won't be able to vote. So we have, they're trying to move, they're trying to move verses because they had one to be silenced, taking the verse away from them. Because if they won't be able to vote, they won't have a voice in anything. So we have Republicans have been in seat for a long time. and not placing policy quick enough to be placed. We still look how long it took for assault weapon to get banned. You know, the stores should not be selling assault weapon. I banned that so many times. So we shouldn't have to keep fighting for the same thing over and over. You should be concerned. I'm asking to shoot. Gun violence. You should be concerned about all these type of things that's going on. And someone, Justin, he's concerned about the gun violence. The children that's getting killed in the school. So y'all not pretty much jumping on these kind of issues. You started silencing someone, or you moving black people out of just seats, and we need them in power because they are the voice for their community in that area, in that city. So all all should be in the district to be able to vote to have a voice. They should have African Americans in a seat. Because we need um African American in the seat to be our voice. You know, we should not be silenced, and we should not be moved. For coming 2024. I request that you all restore this policy. I'm gonna line up a whole lot of policies that need to be restored. We need this policy to be in place. You know, I know a lot of people say that don't help. But we have to start tightening up on these rules. Just like I put out yesterday, Tennessee didn't have any rules or laws in place. They're saying they can just purchase a gun. It don't have to be permit. So all that have to be repolished. All that have to be restored. Have to be reformed because every state, this policy have to work. When we put this policy together for the whole state, you have to have a permit to carry a gun. So I want it to be legal for all the states, not 5 or 2, 3 states not having it legal to purchase a gun. So we have to tighten up on the rules. You have to be concerned of the children that's in school. You have someone that was constantly, so concerned about the children in school. It pretty much, it's about the gun violence, but it's about, school starting. It's these kids is gonna be safe. So we have to, for the coming 24, right now, we have to start lining up all these policies. So when 2024 get here, we have these rules lined up and be established, ready to go. And we start working on it now. I need all states, have these rules in place. They have to have to carry a gun. You have to have a permit. You have to have an age limit. So I had changed the age limit and everything. Because you have someone under 18 years old had purchased a assault weapon and killed all the children. 19 kids a couple of years ago. So these rules have to be tightened up, and the stores have to be tightened up because they have to follow these rules. They have to follow these rules. But right now, no store should be selling assault weapon. And we're gonna tighten these rules up for the stores to tighten up these rules. For the age limit, no one should be purchasing a gun under 20 years old. So we have to be concerned of these massive shootings. That's why this policy have to come in place. You might seem like it don't work. Why are we doing the policy? But you don't have rules in place. That's just like children when you're trying to test out your children at home. If you don't have no rules in place, everything is gonna be out of control. So gun violence, mass shooting, all that have to start getting under control. I would need all states to have these same rules, you know. And also we need to be Republicans. A lot of them been in seats for a long time, for many years, you know, and everything is getting so out of whack right now. You know, they're trying to pull Miss Willis down. You know, just silence one and escort him out the door. You know, everything had to, and it had to start with us leaders. That's what it had to start at. You know, so I request to have two Republicans, a bill for two Republicans to just take seat and two step down. You know, so we need someone that's gonna be in seat, that's gonna be concerned about all this matter of shoot, all everything that's going on. We can't be silencing no one. You know, we can't be escorting no one out the door. We can't be trying to pull someone down when they own their job, just doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, so that's all I have for you today. That's all the news I have for you. I will be back with you later on this evening. Um, and so we talked about Social Security. Social Security should not be cut because when they retire, this is the only income they're looking forward. You know, so we got to have Social Security. You know, and we talk about how Mr. Bennett he got the numbers for inflation and economics. The numbers is good. The number is like 2 and 3. Last year the numbers at 9. That was too high, and that's why everything was so expensive. Everything was so high last year. You know, and I talked about having a program for healthcare and Medicaid. You know, because I work at a clinic and I'm seeing so many elders come pulling out their wallet, you know, to pay for their medicine and stuff. And I'm like, I thought the Medicaid supposed to pay for their medicine. So that's why I say 65 on up. You know, no citizen should be paying for their medicine. You know, we need to get a program together. You know, for Medicaid to pay for their medicine. You know, because I'm seeing too many elders at the window putting their water out paying for medicine. You know, so that's 65 on up. We got to have all these programs together for them. You know, got to have programs to have to fix program for fixed income. You know, for Medicaid and healthcare. You know, so a lot of elders, you know, saying they can't afford it because a lot of Medicaid is not covering their bill. You know, someone that's 65 years old on up, you know, they need a Medicaid that gonna cover their clinic visit, their medicine and everything. Now anything under they have to start paying for their medicine or whatever the case is, the balance of it. You know, but they're leaving a balance for the citizen. You know, so 65 on up, they shouldn't even be trying to be paying for medicine. You know, so we talk about that. And they also have a flex code. You know, I think they have to be like 62 years old on up to apply for the flex card, and that also will be a help. You know, the flex card help them to they'll be able to go make groceries and get food and everything. You know, so that could be helpful because a lot of them saying they get food stamp, but that just like some of them getting $18 and $20. You know, a food stamp. You know, so the family members still have to help and bring food over to them for the house. You know, because they just get their $18 once a month. You know, so we got to upgrade that also so they can have food to eat because the family have to still go over there and bring food to them. You know, so we also talk about the tight budget. You know, I talked to you last night about the government shutdown. You know, we have like the end of this month. You know, we have the end of this month deadline. You know, so we just have to keep things on a budget and spend slowly. You know, so we talk about the Democrat and the Republican. You know, so we did have the Democrat that spoke on a couple of times on supporting affirmative action. You know, we had that going on. You know, they speak on gender identity. You know, so they speak on pretty much a lot of things. But we have Republican is coming against us in all kind of ways. You know, coming against us in all kind of ways. So I have a request to have two young Republicans to get in suit. You know, get them trained and get them worked out, and find someone that's gonna be very concerned over everything that's going on out here. You know, and not silencing people, escorting them out, pulling them down. You know, because they're doing their job. You know, we need someone that's gonna be concerned about everything that's going on and be ready to place these policies together. You know, so that's all I have for you today. Y'all have a blessed, safe day, and I'll see y'all in the next video.